Hey, Dad, can you tell us what we're doing today?
We're doing this.
Can you tell us what we're doing?
So, we're making an attempt at putting in PEX pipe. So, the first step is the cold water line.
Which is the blue one.
The blue one. It's going to attach to the pump. I'm going to run this. And there's my friend.
We have a chicken. Her name is Sassy.
And we're going to run a T where the sink is for the cold water line. Another elbow at the end of the line where the shower is going to be, and there'll be a T
For the cold.
that goes into the water heater. So, well, quick recovery water heater, and then the hot line is going to come back, reverse the direction, and basically the same setup.
Yep.
So,
Go to T to the shower.
correct.
And a L bracket at the end, and then a T to the sink and a.
Correct.
Yeah,
And-
we've never done plumbing before, so
Yes, so
We're
hopefully,
learning.
even though it says this tool can't be used for Apollo,
we're gonna do it anyway.
we're going to do it anyway.
We rented a tool, a PEX pipe clamp tool, and then on the box it said, you cannot use this for Apollo clips, which is exactly what we have, like,
We just
packets and packets and packets
happen to
of.
have lots of Apollo clips. So, having never done PEX before, but having done a lot of water lines, I'm feeling like
Confident.
fairly confident that this is going to work. So
Sweet.
we're going to do a little first crimp there with the Apollo tool. And we're going to take the regulation PVC or poly PEX tool, and we're going to.
Do you need help?
And this is supposed to be a one-handed tool operation. Maybe it is. I'm just wondering how far I crimp.
So it says on the back of the bag, it says maximum root gap in nub of clamp after crimping is 0.08. If the gap exceeds this limit, the tool should be recalibrated. The existing joint should be reclamped and with a new clamp.
0.08
0.08
what? Centimeter, millimeter?
inches. 0.08 inches.
So 0.8 inches is what?
I want to know the answer to
So
that.
get your phone out.
It's in my hand.
So shy, so shy. Don't be so shy, so shy. Vibration fly inside the ceiling. Crazy desire. The roof is shaking. Don't be so shy. Champagne is flowing. When I get that light, you know we feel it in a fire. When I get those vibes, they tell me bring the music higher. When I get that light, you know we feel it in a fire. When I get those vibes, they tell me bring the music higher. Vibration fly, crazy desire. Don't be so shy. Vibration fly inside the ceiling. Crazy desire. The roof is shaking. Don't be so shy. Champagne is flowing.
Hey everyone!
Scoochie. Sure, that's cool. Mwah.
Hey guys, here we are out of the farm on a beautiful Sunday. Gonna get some work done. What are we doing today, babe?
So today we kind of have two projects going on simultaneously. We rough plumbed everything in already, and then decided that we were changing where several things go and kind of doing a couple things differently, and so we had to more or less not start over, but we undid a lot of what we had already done and then redid it.
Replumbed, essentially.
Just the area where like the shower is primarily.
And it'll be for the better too. The design we've got going now is much better.
Yes, absolutely agree. And then the other project that we're doing today is we're working on the braces under the bus for our gray water tank. And we will explain to you like where we got the idea for this and how we're planning on doing it a little bit later, and kind of some of the hardware we use as well.
Yeah.
Anything else, honey?
No, I think that was it. Getting excited we got holes in the floor. We're gonna make some holes in the floor for the gray water tank for the plumbing to go down to. Or the shower. That's actually not for the gray water tank. It's gonna hook up to the shower on the outside. So we'll show you some of that too.
So thus far we have like just been doing things on the bus that we can like kind of get few things from Lowe's here and there. We're just running in and out of town. But now we're really at the point where we're like
Specifics.
Online shopping frenzy. Let me tell you, we are just buying
tanks,
all sorts of things.
The water heater, like all of it.
Yep, all of it. We're buying all the fixtures, all the faucet, the shower, all of those sorts of things. So that's exciting because those are kind of somewhat design elements. Is that a person?
What?
Do you see a person right now?
No.
Oh.
No.
Huh. Okay.
Creepy. It's not Halloween anymore, babe.
I know. It just looks like somebody with like a motorcycle helmet on staring at us, but I think it's the mail.
It is the mailbox. I see what you're saying. Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be super exciting, and hope the day goes great. We got a lot of work to do, so let's do it.
Hey guys, so real quick we wanted to recap this little project because I didn't film it. My dad and I came out and busted it out in like a half a day, and it was just too chaotic and everything. But it's like a really big, I think, piece of the bus conversion is removing the window and then covering it, and how to do that. And I still don't know if we did it right, but that's beside the point.
Seems pretty all right.
Seems pretty okay, well. Says Mason. Seems pretty alright. So basically what we did is we took out this window. These windows pop out super duper easy. There's one screw in the frame up underneath on the inside, and then you just cut the caulking that's already there on all the sides, and then you can just literally like tap 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 tap, and it just pop, because we've already removed all the flashing from the inside, so that's all gone already. So that was a super easy piece. And then what we did is we used 26 gauge sheet metal and construction adhesive, and then a piece of plywood. This plywood is 1/2 inch plywood, I'm pretty sure. And so we cut the plywood to size on the inside of the window. So there is like, this is a frame that is probably like this big on the other side, so the wood can like overlap it. So we cut the wood to size on the inside, and then we cut the sheet metal to the same size as the wood, glued the two together with construction adhesive, and then we were really antsy and trying to move super fast, and didn't even wait for the construction adhesive to dry because we were like, whatever. And we didn't cut the sheet metal perfectly because we were like, whatever, we'll just fold it over the edges. And so then we like shoved it in here, and it's like zero margin for error here. We made the measurements so tight that this, like, you really had to pound it in to get it in here. And And because we didn't wait for the sheet metal to dry and attach to the plywood, it like bubbled because the adhesive wasn't dry. And so it looked, I mean, still is not aesthetically super pleasing. But that's why we did these screws here, is because we did not wait for that adhesive to dry. So we just like...
wanted to keep it down a little bit more.
Yeah. And then we put in way more screws than necessary because I thought it looked more aesthetically pleasing. So I made my dad put them in a pattern.
Symmetry.
Looked nice, exactly. Instead of having like one lot. Anyway, and then we took silicone and we siliconed all the edges on the inside and the outside. So there's kind of a big gap on the top edge. Oh, that is like open. I need to re-silicone that.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's an easy fix. But we siliconed on the inside and outside. Okay. So here you can see we just used like a scrap piece of plywood, and then there's silicone all around the edges on the inside as well. And then what we'll do is we'll put some insulation behind this, and then we will just frame it out like a wall. And then this half will be the shower. That's why we covered this window in the first place. And then right here is our kitchen sink, and then the rest of our kitchen counter right here. So that was that project. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry I did it.
Tell people what's happening, babe. Are you dead? No.
So we are building a bracket for our gray water tank, which is gonna go. So if you see right here, this is where our shower is going in the bus. We also have our outdoor shower here. So we're putting our gray water tank under the bus right here in front of the shower. We are using, what's that guy's YouTube channel called? I can't remember, but we took inspiration for this design for a like bracket system to hold up the gray water tank from some guy. We can link it below.
Von Slat is the guy he took inspiration from. I remember that one.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I took inspiration from someone else. Von Slat.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so we're using these things. I don't know what these are called.
They're handy though. They use them for stop signs and stuff.
Yeah, they use them for a lot of things. And so we are gonna have to cut these to length, and then they're going to go into the cross beams in the frame of the bus. And then we have some threaded dowels that will go from here to the ground on both. We're gonna do 4, and then we'll use some angle iron that will hold the tank up flush with the top of the bus.
Yeah,
so that's how we're gonna do it, and it's got a lot of other things. We'll go over those as we build it, but for right now we're just measuring these and seeing what we need to cut them to, which is what, babe?
20 inches by 17 1/4.
Okay, one is 20 inches.
Oh,
And
yeah.
one is 17 1/4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20 inches and one is 17 1/4. We got it.
Okay. So what are we using to cut this, Dad?
What?
What are we using to cut this?
So I would go put it in a
Spinning away. It's not tight. Saws all. Get it? Do you want to show what we got?
So, we got these screws.
Do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
So these are self-tapping. You can see with the little ribs on the end. Self-tapping 3/8 by 1.5 inch metal screws. Their threads are tighter than wood screws. And then we've got a locking washer on this side. On that, we then do, this is a 3/8. This is a specialty washer. This is a 3/8 by 1.25 inch washer so that it can slide in to this part. Otherwise, if you get 1.5, it won't be able to slide in the end. So this is a special washer you have to get, and then it just goes in like so.
Boop. And we got those going underneath here. And then we're going to slide the brackets in that'll hold in the threaded rods.
Oh, should we talk about whether or not we can slide them in on the sides or not?
Yeah, so I was just talking with you, trying to explain to you. So like they turn in, and then you put them in and then turn them.
Ooh. You know what though?
What? Are the things too long?
Yeah. We are going to. You follow me?
I see, they're too big.
Okay, so this one can't go here. It sucks.
It's just have way too many holes.
Well,
In that short distance, yes. Well, or the holes should have been
but that one we couldn't do it there.
correct. I wonder if that's going to be enough to support. We can't use
We
that
can do
one.
3, right? So we could take out the middle one.
Well, you don't. You're fine. But you need to be here and here. Is what
Yeah.
you need to be.
Okay.
So we'll just have to take out that end one, and that side is just less secure.
It'll be secure.
No, I'm a little concerned about that. That won't come out.
Live in there forever.
Oh,
What?
so, are we okay on this one? Probably not. We're right there. Probably not.
No, yeah, we'll come on the inside of it. That one's way longer.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But that means you'll have to get it
Can
past
you get
these.
me a? Can you get me a?
Hey guys! So we just completed our day today. We got a ton done. We're pretty excited about all the work we were able to get done today. I spent a lot of my time in town at Lowe's because we always run out of everything we need. And mind you, I asked before we came out today if we needed anything, and I went and got a bunch of stuff yesterday at Jerry's. So I think this week my running total of like hardware store trips is somewhere like in the 7 to 10 range. I feel like I would guess. The lady at Lowe's when I came back today was like, "Hey, you were here earlier, weren't you?" And I was like, oh.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
I was.
Yes,
Why
that
do you
was
remember
me.
that?
And I was also probably here yesterday. It was the same lady, the bus
Oh,
lady. Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Well, so-
And we're gonna make friends with all of them very soon.
So
Anyway.
what we did today was we got working on the bracketing for holding down the gray water tank underneath the bus. Laid down there and drilled some holes with a small drill bit to like put pilot holes in there. Made those holes a little bit bigger with a slightly bigger drill bit, and then we took our screws and got the threading in there. So we screwed each one of them down.
Yeah. So the screws are self-tapping, so he was able to just like essentially make the frame of the bus have threads by like going in and just doing that before we were attaching anything.
Yeah,
just to get prepared.
We got all that done there. It was laying underneath the bus and like using that the drill is like there's not a lot of room for your arms, so you're like kind of like you had to like push it against your chest, use your like whole body. It was a tiresome adventure, but we got that all done.
And we were not using a battery powered drill for that. We were using it's not called an impact drill. Hammer drill. We used a hammer drill for that because we were going through probably a quarter inch of. No, it wasn't that thick. Quarter inch.
A
of
good
metal.
amount of metal down there.
It was pretty significant. So we were definitely using heavier duty tools for that.
Yeah. And so then up top we took out the plumbing that we needed to redo in the shower area and cut a bunch of the new red and blue stuff.
I don't know if you can see behind us.
But it's all hooked up to the city now, which
City water.
it wasn't before. And now we did some measurements for the water heater that we're gonna buy.
It's real hot.
We turn it down.
My back is on fire.
We have a nice propane heater here to keep us warm in
It
these
is
winter
chilly
months
now.
that's coming up. It's actually still fall, but it's gonna be winter anyway. So we know what water heater we're gonna buy. We're actually gonna be ordering that one tonight, but they didn't have the measurements for how far out the inputs and the outputs for the hot water and the cold water in. So did some calculations based off the image and based off the dimensions of the unit, and got the hoses there coming out in the right spot so that we can just hook it right in, which is awesome.
Yeah, so we're like building a wall there, a full wall that's going to be the side of the shower. And initially we were going to put the shower fixture on the back wall where we covered the window. But we realized that would be not fully utilizing the space, and that plumbing wise, putting it closer to the hot water heater, so all the plumbing's in that wall, is going to be better for us in the long run. So basically what we did is it stubs out into that wall right now, and it will go up into that wall. We did that because if you put the shower fixture on the back wall, because the roof is curved, it would be the fixture where the water actually comes out would be so much lower. We are doing a rainfall fixture, so the water will be coming straight down as opposed to like it coming out at an angle. That was Mason's choice.
I'm excited about it.
It was a investment in that fixture because it was definitely one of the more expensive ones because we went with that style, but it looks really nice. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
But so since we're putting it on the wall, we can place it up all the way up to the ceiling and have, well, so I think that we'll gain back probably like 2 inches of height that we would have lost, which for him at 6'4",
Any amount of it all adds
pretty
up.
important to him.
And also having the water come straight down, even if I have to like get down a little bit underneath it, I still feel is going to be like the best possible outcome for the shower for me. Just, I don't know, having to angle it and it's coming like right at your face is never ideal.
Yeah, so you might have to like kneel and shower,
Maybe
which
we'll
is
get
gonna
a
be
little
really
stool.
hard in a 2-foot square area.
It'll be great.
But
Maybe we'll build a ledge that flips up. You never know.
yeah,
There's lots of options.
we haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Well, it's been great day though, and we did get a lot done. It's been great.
What's also exciting is that we are finally to the point of insulating the bus, which means building walls.
building all the furniture, building a bed frame. Can't wait to get a
Finishing it,
bed
yeah.
in here. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be so great. I think when I was trying to say that as soon as we have the bed built up, we should sleep a night in here and just be like, first night in the bus.
We could maybe like do a camping trip.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We'll definitely have a video for that.
It'll be like an adventure, first sun bus adventure.
Woo! Awesome. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. We always appreciate your likes and comments and letting us know what you think we're doing good. Let you know what we think we could do better. If you have any suggestions on how we're doing, if you think we could do it better, let us know. We want to hear what you think. So reach out. Let us know.
Again, we just really appreciate the support. We really are kind of just documenting this for us, but it's always fun to see that people are like actually watching and enjoying, and all the friends that come up to us every day and they're like, I saw your video, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get like shy, but we do really appreciate it. So
Thanks, everybody. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.
see you next week.